Hey everybody, this is Kike Autry, LPCI at the Counseling Center at Cinco Ranch. And today I want to talk to you about why our teenage boys are so negative. Here's the short answer. It's because of the brains that they inherited. Our brains are hardwired to go negative. It's much easier to wake up in the morning and to develop a really negative and almost depressed outlook than it is to have an outlook that's generally happy, hopeful, and optimistic. Neuroscientists across the board agree on this point, that if you look at our evolutionary origins, it was actually advantageous for us to be overly anxious and overly negative in our ancestral past. These kinds of things actually kept us safe. But if you fast forward to the modern day, it's not that our lives or our world is easy, far from it, but it is very different than the type of hunter-gatherer environment that we came from. And so, as neuroscientist Rick Hanson puts it, our brains have developed to be Velcro for negative thoughts and Teflon for positive thoughts. Or as I put it to my kids or my teenage boys in therapy, our brains are like super glue for negative thoughts and like a water slide or a slip and slide for positive thoughts. It's much easier to think of yourself in the morning as someone who's unattractive or inferior in terms of intelligence when you compare yourself to your peers than to imagine that you're attractive or that you're actually a really smart person. One negative thought, one little molehill quickly gets constructed into a giant mountain, into a worst case scenario. And at some level, this isn't really our fault. This is exactly how our brains have evolved to operate. Teflon for positive, Velcro for negative. So what do we do about it? One of the best things we can do is to engage in what's called cognitive behavioral therapy. CBT helps us identify these automatic negative thoughts, these patterns of irrational thoughts that we tend to engage in that are very negative. And if you're working with a therapist, he or she can help you identify the thoughts, begin to dispute them or reframe them, and come up with behavioral goals that will help you to navigate when you have some of the negative emotions and when you get caught in some of those negative thoughts. So if you found this helpful today, please leave a comment, tell me what you thought, like it, share it on Facebook, and reach out. I'd love to hear some of your thoughts or suggestions on future talks. Thank you so much and have a great day.